Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf the Burglar. Before we head over to Parth Calibrant, I think we better speak with Bingo Boffin to see what he wants us to do.
The men of Stangard will not listen to our warning.
Well, they were busy with other matters, unfortunately. Hopefully, they'll be in a better mood to listen to things once things settle down there. But anyway, what else are you thinking of? Well, they do not believe us, or they think they have the strength to survive the threat. I do not know if it is the case. From Landreval's description, it sounds like there's an army encamped in the Brownlands that is large. We should see what we can do about it. You may not have realized it, but when we went to Mirkwood with the Golden Host, I learned a thing or two about what it takes to repair an army on the march. I may be able to apply that knowledge to the army in the Brownlands. You seem to be more preoccupied with your stomach than anything else when we went into Mirkwood. Yes, appearances can be deceiving, right? Anyway, I heard from Prestadir that armies march on their stomachs. That's right. I was simply corroborating that with my personal experience. Let's go to the Brownlands. Yeah, right. Well, I have to go through the fields of Calibrant in order to get to the Brownlands, so I will check up on that guard there to see what's going on before heading on. Hello, Brieford. I've been asked by Stanrick to check on the status here. Have the reeds been collected?
Our mission is dire.
Ah, yes, of course Stanrick will send someone. Come then, let's speak. Yeah? How are things going?
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
Yes, well, you know, your face is familiar. Perhaps I have seen you in Stangard? Well, that's possible. Well, no matter. I am to assume that you have been sent to find out what's taking us so long? You see, several of our servants have gone missing over the past few weeks while gathering reeds for Stangard. None have returned. I was sent myself to watch over a peasant today to make sure that we do not have any problems. Well, the man I escorted is taking longer than expected. I had to return here to attend to some personal matters after bringing him to the river shore. Go search for him. He had better have a good reason for working so slowly. Weren't you sent to escort him?
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Greetings. Yeah. Now, where were we? Okay, fine. I'll see what's going on with that pest, but I do have to get to the Brownlands at some point. Alright, let's see if I could find this worker. There are wolves all around this place. Yoo-hoo! Oh! Hey there! Hey, riddle me this! Alright, there you go. Good, thank you. I finally remembered that I had that. I think I've gone all day completely forgetting that I have this thing called riddle that I can use on occasion. Good grief. At least I didn't have anything serious enough for that to matter. Some guards. Well, preferred! Sorry, the servant was busy being eaten by wolves. That someone might have been able to protect him if he were there.
Our mission is dire.
Dead at the maws of wolves? They have never been so hostile towards men before. You have my thanks for finding him, despite the circumstances. I will send word to Stangard explaining the situation. I suppose I'll need to keep a closer watch on these peasants from now on.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Yeah, oh yeah, you'll need to keep a closer eye on them for sure. Well then, I'll worry about killing wolves later. Right now, I need to get to the Brownlands. Well, this place looks hospitable. The Brownlands, yeah. And we have... the causeways are not exactly in the best of shape. But that looks like a Rohirrim fortress. Perhaps they'll know something about any Easterlings that may be in the area.
Greetings, friend of the Rohirrim.
Hey, greetings. Ah, there's Bingo. Whew. Hi there. You got here okay?
The Rohirrim will not believe in a danger until it is almost upon them.
I have learned something about the Rohirrim already. Yeah. These men here know of the enemy encamped in the Brownlands, but they do not send word back to the men of Stangard. I am put a little bit more at ease by the strong walls of Ethelberg, but if the army is as large as Landreval said, they may not be enough. Still, at least the men of Stangard will have some warning if anything does happen. After all, Ethelberg lies between the army and the outpost we have just left, at least for now. I cannot help it, Petronella. I am still nervous. I think you should take the fight to their foes and gather in the Brownlands. I will stay here and speak with Rohirrim. Perhaps one of them will give me a message I can bring to Stangard to convince them of the danger. Alright, fine. I need to deal with some of them. Let's see if there's anything here I can do for these people before I do stuff here. My guess is that one needs... oh, hold on. Remote there, I thought you needed a vector quest to start things here, but no, we have... let's see. Chael?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
We had trouble enough already without the Kundalar crossing into the Brownlands, Petronella. But it is our duty to Theoden King to defend Rohan, and to that end we will need your aid, stranger that you may be. Would you grant us some small service before you continue to Adoras? I have a few tasks for you myself, but speak also with my lieutenants, for they have their own concerns which they need to be addressed. You will find Twiga of the eastern parts of the camp, and Dagbert to the southwest corner. Time is running short, Petronella. I fear too short. Well, apparently he is willing to get some help then. And if we help him, we might be able to convince them to allow us to bring a message to Stangard. Right? Good. What do you need me to do?
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Yes, you need me to do some patrols. Well, doing some patrols is actually a great thing to do, because that'll help me in finding the Easterlings to kill for Bingo. Okay, that makes sense. And?
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
Among the other threats we face, there is one that I find difficult to believe and feels more rumor than reality. A few of our less favorable scouts have claimed seeing trolls in the distance, and now many of the scouts fear to go out into the Brownlands. While you're out on the patrol, will you keep a sharp eye for any signs of trolls? Well, alright. Trolls. Well, I really don't want to run into any trolls, so... well, we'll see about that.
Our success depends upon our strength.
Yeah.
Will you aid us?
So Chiela has asked you to lend us aid? I cannot say that your help is unwanted here. Many of the border guards throughout the region are generally roustabouts and ruffians sentenced to duty in these lands, but there are also many of us who are wrongly accused by Theoden King's counselor, Grima Wormtongue. I am responsible for the scouts, Petronella, and so I am concerned with the wild cats of the range in the area. Would you hunt down the cats and call their numbers? Alright. Alright, I guess I could check on that. And what else do we have? Now, concerning is, these men are all convinced that Grima is nasty. That could be why they were sent to the Brownlands. It could be that Sithric had them sent out here to get rid of the ones who are most likely to be against his cause. It has some sense.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
Hail, I hear that Chela has recruited you into service. You mean to kill some Kunagar? Okay, well, I can do that because I was going to go do that anyway, right? Right. I figure the best thing to do is to follow the path of the quest, and if I run into any cats, such as this one along the way, or any Kundalar, I'll take care of them. Here, kitty, kitty, kitty. And these are battle cats. There you go. And so one down, and probably many, many more to go. Oh, and of course, we've got sorcerers. You have to deal with the blue robe sorcerers all over the place. Oh, it's a good thing that Addo works against that, because these guys can get annoying. One down. And as I said before, many, many to go. Can I do him without getting his friend? Nope. Fortunately, I can still take care of that. Oh, he's turned blue! Good grief. He's like Ajax. He turns blue. Well, oh! Apparently those guys are more serious than I thought. Pay attention there. Pay attention to your morale. Okay. This blue token that you found upon the Kundalar sorcerer bears writings you cannot comprehend. Perhaps I could take that to Ethelberg. Right, and I'm going to take that to, since Ethelberg is right here, I'm going to turn this in, and maybe they'll bump me to 74. And what in the world was that? Alright, less bantering and more paying attention to my morale. That's going to be one rule here. But we do want to first turn this in to Chela.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Hail! Yeah, hail. And I'm still short. Oh well.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Yeah, he wants me to collect medallions.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
Yeah, and now unfortunately, one of the problems that you have is that when you... They really should have it so that your focused quest, if you have one, is the one that never is automatically locked as long as it's done so, or is treated as if it were locked, because it's really, really, really nasty that they go and remove it if you do something like click on a quest. Let's see, set as quest guide focused. Alright, now what happened there I don't know, because I think I had only one on me at the time. Well, I'll have to see, but yeah, I told you that those wizards can be annoying. They can even be deadly, apparently. More so than I expected. But I'm here to kill Kundalar, and that is what I am going to do. And I say that they are here and that they are deadly. That I'll agree with Bingo on. And next. Anyway, thin their numbers a little bit and they'll be less of a threat, right? There you go. 3 down. And a few more to go. Let's get to that patrol point, which is getting pretty close now. But so is that captain, I think. Alright. That's what I get for coming here when I'm still level 73, I guess. Note to self. Careful what level I am. Alright, there you go. Now, I needed to hit where? I guess this road? And this looks like a good patrol point, right? Perhaps. I found nothing here. Alright, well, except for this battle cat. Apparently one of these cats has a collar. You found this collar upon one of the wild cats that roam in the brown lands. The intricate design is unlikely to have been seen is unlike any I've seen before. Regardless, it is a sign that the cats are not native to the region. Vigo will want to know about this, especially when you consider that you have this cat accompanying the Easterling right here, which is a sign that they are together. Well, then let's take care of that. 2 for the price of 1, maybe? Now for the cat. There you go. I don't know if this cat counts for this quest, since... Well, answers that question. It did count. Okay. Because it's not exactly a wild cat if he's here with the Kundalar, right? It's more like a trained cat. Which could be more dangerous, I presume. Since a literal wild cat is probably not going to... is less likely to bother us. One's in league with the Easterlings, or that are particularly hungry, or something like that, maybe. Or if you're in their territory. So I'm going to say that they're in league with the Easterlings. Yeah, this time I'm going to try to remember to pay attention to my morale, because I didn't have to in the previous areas, but we've already seen that things can get dodgy in this location. And where's the next location? Oh, yes. Oh, it must be going towards this Kundalar camp here. Wow, that is nasty. At the distance, I see a large Easterling encampment. Oh, yeah, that is most definitely an Easterling encampment. Alright, maybe I don't know what their emblems are, but we have an Easterling here staying in front of it. We have a large encampment, and they went through the trouble of erecting that rather large warbird, looks like. Now, let's see. Next patrol point is out in this direction. I checked my mitigations and resistances, and I think that's where the problem was when I faced that earlier sorcerer there. In that we've got really nasty things going on here. I don't think I'm very good at resisting what they do to me. So I'm probably used to facing physical opponents, and that tactical ones are not going to be very good for me. I collected a light blue medallion. Alright, that's good to see. And he has a parchment with a sealed with blue wax. And so that's all I needed for bingo then. But I do have more patrol points to do, and if we want these folk to be on our good side, we should help them, right? So let's head out and whee! I think I'm getting pretty close. Yeah. Oh, this is... oh yeah, towards the brigand camp, I think that is. I think that's the brigand camp. Oh, no, that's in the distance you see a lone tree standing, or is it a tree? Anyway, this is the... is it a tree? Well, it looks like an ent, really, but... I'm trying to remember whether my character ever ran into ents before. Very interesting question. But a black wind from the east to I need to report in a couple of things. I have the secret orders. I'll finish the patrol point and not worry about, especially since the Ent sent you into... Well, there's a troll, level 75 signature. Yeah, like I'm going to go against him. And there are a bunch of those things inside the place where the Ent sent you. So, yeah, not a good place to go. Now, what else do I need? I need medallions. I need... You found a troll that has been turned into stone. Alright. And that takes care of that bit. Now, one of these is probably going to level me up. Well, actually, the first quest I turn in should easily level me up. That's assuming I don't get leveled up from some other cause before then. And that extra level will be a great deal of use. Because I think that 2 levels below the sorcerers is one of the contributing factors to the trouble I'm having with them. Let's see, what else do I need? Well, that's captain. Oh, well, I was going to say I don't need to kill the captain. I don't think I have any quests that relate to them right now, since I've finished off the Kundalar quest. I've finished off Bingo's quest. Right, that doesn't give me anything. Now we do have this guy here, and I'm going to make sure I am at full morale before I try to take him on. Is if I weren't paying attention to morale before, it's possible that I was low in morale when I started that previous fight that got me knocked out. Now this is one of their annoying aspects. Yeah. Well, at least that time I managed to win pretty handily. Whee! Our next point is apparently to patrol this camp up here. You have discovered Hellstore, the brigand hideaway. Alright, and now I just need to return to Chiola and we'll be done with that. Though, before I do that, let's take care of one more cat. I don't think it'll be enough to finish that quest, but right now, talking to Bingo and turning in this quest I think will be the priorities. Besides, if I take care of Bingo, then I could go back and head into Parth Calibrant, get some additional levels and the like, and be able to tackle this region properly. But I'm thinking from the point of view of we need to speak with Stangard. Whee! Well, there's the level. Hey. Let's see what's in these orders. You are to wait a span of 3 days. By that time, the small force will have made its way along the riverside and come to the outpost from behind. When 3 days are up, we will have gained entrance into the outpost in secret and slaughtered the defenders. None will suspect an attack so far from our main presence, and from the rear. After the rout, for rout it will be, we will meet in a pincer attack, and the main force can come through.
What have you found out?
I spoke with a few of the men here, and they shared my concern that the men of Stangard are not taking the threat seriously. It sounds as if many of the men in this land were sent here by their king for various slights and offenses, and perhaps not the staunch defenders the kingdom most needs. What have you found out? Oh no! It sounds to me as if the secret force of Easterlings plans to creep around Ethelberg and attack Stangard. We have to go back and warn them, if it's not already too late. Well then, good luck on that. I will see what I could turn in a few quests here, then we can take care of that. Here you go.
Our mission is dire.
Ah, okay, so that takes care of... Oh, good on you. Surely now, Cholo will see reason. Alright, well, is this to turn in or... Oh, those are some new quests. We'll do that when we do the main stuff here. He is for... Alright.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Alas, you are correct, I fear. These wildcats are not all that wild. They have been trained in the art of war. Alright. Again, it takes care of that. And we have one here. Okay, I finished the patrol. I saw an Easterling camp. I saw some brigands.
Will you aid the horse lords?
Very good. This hellstorm must be where the brigands are delivering the relics that they have stolen from Parth Calibrant. Have to go to Parth Calibrant soon anyway. What's this? You see Lakshgard, the war camp of the Kundalar? Your description is fearsome. Even with the brigands disposed of, I am concerned. I think it is best to leave the Easterlings alone for the present. Oh boy. I see what it is. The men are trying to convince us that the Easterlings are more of a threat. Yeah, and oh yeah. About those trolls, I saw one that had been turned into stone. And actually, I did see a moving troll also, I believe, in the distance. That's right.
What brings you to these lands?
Alas, I wish you had not told me of this. I fear these tidings more than I do the entire Kundalar host and Lashgarg. This is a threat we cannot take lightly. Well, we'll see about that. I think that takes care of everything except killing the cats. But we can't do that now because when we return next time, we are heading back to Stangard where we are going to find out just what is going on there. Is there a secret force there? Do we warn them in time? And will we be taken seriously considering that we just saved the town? But that'll be in our next episode of Piney Plays the Burglar.